So the other important thing is to always be willing to admit the truth, even if it's a little bit painful. Whatever it is, you made a mistake. Admit it. Okay, I made a mistake. You were angry. I'm sorry about the anger. Maybe you were right about what you said. Okay, well, I was right about what I said, but I'm sorry about the anger. Okay? I was out of turn. I shouldn't have said what I said. I'm sorry. I misjudged the situation. I misspoke. I spoke up too quickly. Should have waited. See? It's very important. Just admit, if not to the other person, then to yourself. Admit it to yourself. And then get to meditation. The meditation is very simple. See, I made it so simple you can learn it in a minute. The meditation helps you to become to calm down and to stand back and to get the big picture, where you're in the present moment. They call it what? The eternal now. See, remember the past is already gone. See, all you have is the present. But instead you're lost between your two ears, grieving about the future or reliving the past or worrying about something. So just to be in the present. So how do you do that? Well, first of all, you become aware of your hands. As I'm sitting here right now, I'm becoming aware of my hands. I just notice my hands. And as I gently, very gently, no effort, I just gently notice my hands. Even as I'm speaking now, I'm noticing my hands. My hands begin to tingle a little bit. You could say they almost feel a little bit warm. Or at least a little bit tingly. A little bit tingly. So I notice my hands. I'm aware of my hands. Okay? And then as you get in the habit of doing that, you can begin to feel the life flow into your hand. You can feel the blood flow into your hands and life and warmth. Okay? But you start doing that several times a day. Just remember to be aware of your hands and quietly notice your hands. When you're sitting in a chair like I am now, or even if you're out for a walk, become aware of your hands as you're walking. Doing anything, listening to music or looking at television, you can all of a sudden remember to be aware of your hands. So that brings you back to the present. As I'm sitting here, aware of my hands, I'm aware of the sunshine outside and little noises, cars going by, sometimes a bird singing. See? I'm in the present. I'm not lost in my thinking. Now, with this state of consciousness now, it's actually a higher state of consciousness. I'm not lost in fantasy. I'm not lost in emotions, sitting calmly. Were my child to come up to me right now and ask a question, I would be there. See, little kids always say that they want their parents to be there for them. I would be there, and I'd be able to hear the question and answer it properly. But if I'm lost if I'm angry, if I'm upset, if I'm lost in texting or lost in music or lost in a conversation on the phone, you see what I mean? That I'm not totally there. I'm lost between my two ears. Then when my child comes up to ask a question, I'm not there. I may not even hear the question. Or I brush them off, or I said, not now, I'm busy, see? So I'm in the present. And then the other factor, so that's very simple, to just be aware of your hands. And then the other thing you can do, you can 2 or 3, maybe 3 times a day, or as often as you can, but let's say first thing in the morning, and then at noon, and then in the evening, is to sit quietly and close your eyes and become aware of your hands. And as you're aware of your hands, see, then you also close your eyes and look at the inside of your eyelids. See how simple this is? So you're sitting quietly, you're aware of your hands, you're a little bit tingly, you're in the moment, and you also have closed your eyes. And you're looking at the inside of your eyelids, and what do you see? Well, you see little sparkles of light, little patterns of light, pixels of light, delicate glow of light. It's what you see. It's like you're looking at a screen. When you look at the inside of your eyelids, you're looking at a screen that's not completely dark. There's little bits of light on it. So that's all you have to do. You do that for a minute or 2 or 3. And when you open your eyes, you know what? You're going to feel refreshed. And you're in the moment. And you're there. See? And for that period of time, you're actually not carried away by thoughts and worries and fears and doubts and things that aren't true. Ideas, notions, worries, things from the past. It's very simple. Okay? And when you're in this aware state, let's say I'm sitting here with aware of my hands as I am now, and I close my eyes, and I look at the inside of my eyelids. Okay, maybe a thought will arise about what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go or something. The thought arises and I see it. But this time I observe the thought. I'm still in the present. Instead of floating away with it, see? Instead of falling into it and becoming involved with it and drifting away with it. See, that's how you lose yourself. That's how you lose yourself and your powers. So you do have powers. See? Human beings have power. But your power is when you are in this aware state. So why don't you practice it? You can watch this video again. I've already described it. Or you can get my free little meditation at my website. And you're on your way to regaining control of your life, to calming down, to seeing things as they really are, to making better decisions and fewer wrong decisions, and saying the right thing instead of the wrong thing, and knowing timing. And all of these beautiful things will come to you from being aware.